Did you see the interview with Bill Gates' ex-wife?
Oh.
And she was being asked about, hey, so Melinda, we've read and you've expressed that one of the reasons why, the marriage didn't work out is the close relationship Bill had with Jeffrey Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
Was that one of the reasons? She says, yes, it was one of the
She did.
You haven't seen this?
No, she said yes.
She said that was one of the
60
main
minutes.
Yeah.
And then she says, she continues. She says, what was it that upset you about him? Is it the fact that he had one too many visits to the island? She pauses. She says, yes, but those are questions you're going to have to ask him.
Yep.
So guess what they
Classy
do?
answer.
They ask him.
Uh-huh.
And they say, so Bill, right here, do you have it? Right there. Just
That's got to be tough.
Yeah, so watch this.
Not that tough, though, because she's crazy rich. So
Oh.
you know
It
what?
was
I'll
also
bang
widely
Bill
reported
Gates.
that Bill had a friendship or business or some kind of contact with Jeffrey Epstein, and that you were not. That was very upsetting to you. Did that play a role in the divorce at all in this process?
Yeah, as I said, it's not one thing. It was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. No.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And you made that clear to him.
I made that clear to him. I also met Jeffrey Epstein exactly
Watch
one
this.
time.
Watch
Did you?
this.
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was. And I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It's awful.
You felt that the moment you walked in. I didn't
He was
realize
awful.
that. Yeah. And you shared that with Bill, and he still continued to spend time with him?
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
Okay.
But I
Classy
made it
answer.
very clear
And I'll
how
tell you
I
something about women. Women, I believe, can sense a bad dude like that.
That's
they
crazy.
can feel it. My mother's amazing at that. My mother, I'm telling you, has antenna. My mother has saved my dad from going into business deals.
Really?
Dude, she can look at a dude and go, that guy's a bad guy. I got a bad feeling.
Wow.
And that's how women had to survive. I think women can pick up on energy that we don't, because we're not afraid. I don't walk around worrying about my physical safety. But there are women, I think women are way better. The Israelis use women as bodyguards because they found that if you can teach a woman how to shoot straight, no problem. And there are some badass women. So they found that women, they grow up from the age of about 12 years old. They have to be, I see it with my daughter. They're very aware of danger. They're very aware. Why is that guy over there? Why is he looking at me for too long? Yeah. What's going on over here? They can just sense these things. Okay. I wrote a pilot with a woman long time ago who ran a brothel. I wanted to do this thing. It was called the Rub Club. And
great name, by the way.
It's a great name.
Love it.
It's a great name. I just didn't. It didn't.
Coming to
I didn't
Davos
write
next
well.
year, yeah.
But she was amazing because she would say that when they would come in, she would hug a guy. So she would hug. So the guy'd come in.
Hourglass.
She would hug him. Yeah. She would hug him. And then her friend would hug the guy from behind. They'd be like, hi. And what they were doing was checking for weapons. Wow. Right? So you push your body against him, make sure he doesn't have a gun or a knife because you're going to get robbed or whatever. That's the first thing they would do. The second thing they would do is this woman could tell immediately if this guy was a freak. She could tell immediately if he was dangerous. All of them could because they had so much experience with this. Like the way he walked in, was he moving his arms? Was he very stiff? What was his body temperature? So, when somebody like Melinda Gates sees a guy like that and she goes, I had a bad feeling, man, listen to that. My dad was going to go into business with this guy, right? And, they're playing golf. And the guy, nobody was looking, and he kicked his ball. Oh. Now, I cheat at golf all the time, and I'm going to lie about my score. 100%, but you're going to know I'm lying. You're going to see me cheat. I'm not going to actually go. This guy looked around and he just touched it like that. My mother saw that. My mother goes, if you put this money into this deal, I'm going to divorce you. What are we talking about? She goes, I watched him cheat. And he goes, everybody cheats at golf. He goes, no. Nobody cheats when they're really trying to get away with it. Anyway, long story short, he ended up in jail. I'll tell you his name.
Oh,
I'll tell you his
shit.
name
I think what you're referring to
you can look it up.
is women's intuition. They do have that sense. And I think you highlighted it is that as guys, if we're going into business with somebody or networking with somebody, it's, yeah, whatever, bro, I'm a dude, whatever.
Yeah.
A girl, literally, once she walks out the door, like we do the whole, okay, phone, wallet, keys, balls, got it. All right, good to go. A girl's like, all right, I got my mace. I've got my purse. Like there's another level that women have to go to for safety and security.
100%.
And that intuition since caveman days has to be a part of it. Great point.
And you know it.
And here's my question though. So this happened fairly recent, right? But the Epstein thing, he already suicided himself in jail and everything. What do you think was her motivation to finally? Because dude, this relationship with Epstein was way back in the day. What do you think was the deciding factor for her to say, "Let me open my mouth now"? Because what, they got Ghislaine and she might open her mouth, or what?
First of all, you're thinking getting a divorce is easy. What do you think a divorce is? You think a divorce is like, okay, yeah, no problem, like a breakup. We're good. Scored away.
Yeah.
All right, all the best to you, bro. Okay, tell your mom, awesome, loved her cooking, but I'm sorry, man. It is what it is, and my dad's gonna miss you. He loves you. Good luck. I'll see you at the, whatever. That's
Most
not how
casual
this works.
divorce ever.
But divorces, take years before a divorce happens. When a divorce happens, a divorce been in the works for 5 years,
Okay.
3 years, 8 years, sometimes 10 years, right? How many times, like I'll sit, over the years we run an insurance company, so we see a lot of people being married and some that work, some that don't work. 22 years, you watch these guys, and haven't been married for 13 and a half years myself, 4 kids, families, that's a very hard thing to do. But you'll see if there is kids involved, if there's a charity involved,
And they
if
do.
there's business involved, if there is other responsibilities involved, if there's certain legacies involved, if there's dirt on both sides involved, if there is, it's a very it's what it's like. It's kind of like business partners. You start a company together with your best friend. Hey Johnny, let's do it 50-50, bro. Let's go take over the world. Awesome. Then you start the business.
Mm-hmm.
And then 6 months into it, he's like, hey, bro, just want to let you know, I'm going to take the month of August off because the wife and I, we want to go to such and such. What do you mean? Yeah, bro, I'm going to go. Dude, what are you talking about? We just started a business. I know, but it's our business. I'm going to take August off, and then for Christmas and New Year's, we're going to Davos, to go there for vacation. So then you're like, all right, hey, by the way, I think we need to hire that 2-person, but you spend $300,000 to hire 2 executives. Dude, that's a waste of money. Why would we do that? A year, 2 years later, like, oh, shit, I made the biggest mistake of my life. Your best friend officially became your best enemy. But try breaking up to 50-50. Good luck. You know how many mediations I've done as a consultant between 2 business partners?
Really?
We had one upstairs just a couple months ago. They're sitting. It's just like a marriage divorce. So I said, so can I do something here? Yes. I said, first of all, tell me what you respect and why you guys went into business together. So I write it down. You feel the same way? Yeah. Okay, what got to the point of you guys not wanting to be in business together? Can you tell them exactly how you feel? Do you receive it? Can you tell them exactly how you feel? And then boom, 0 to 100 in no time. And then they're going. And you got to try to figure out how to bring them down and say, can we get it on paper right now that these are the terms? This is what we're agreeing on. Lawyers, boom, 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 boom. You're hoping one is willing to sell at $1.2 million his shares to the other guy, and the guy's going to run with it. Or, hey, I'm going to leave. You keep it. I'm going to start a direct competitor to you, and you cannot come after me.
Oh, wow.
And I'm taking 3 of the employees. You can keep everybody else. It is very, very ugly. 50-50 partnerships are very hard to break apart. Divorces are the same exact way. So this divorce with Melinda and Bill probably was in the works for 15
Do you know
years.
how they did it? Do you know the process? I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I think I can say it. So his best friend, they got on a boat together, all of them, all 3 of them, and with his best friend, and they basically, the best friend mediated the whole thing. They were on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Bill and Melinda Gates and the best friend.
That is correct, sir. That is
Good for them.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.